Okay, so what we're going to do today, inshallah, we're going to go to the beginning of the Salat, how the Salat became 5 prayers, what happened, so forth and so on. So I'm going to pass out this little pamphlet, inshallah, and we're going to read through it, inshallah. We're going to write down the notes, inshallah, so that we have a firm understanding of this, inshallah. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went into the heavens, we have a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he went to the heavens and he had a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This ascension or this journey is called Israa or Mi'raj. Israa or Mi'raj. Coincidentally, this is also chapter 17 of the Quran. This is also chapter 17 of the Quran. It's called Israa or Mi'raj, which means the ascension. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to the heavens on a donkey, and the name of this donkey's name was Baruch. There was a donkey, as we're told in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that there was a donkey that took the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam on this journey, and that this donkey, that every step that it made, it would go as far as the eyes can see. So it was leaping. Every step that it took, it went the distance as far as your eyes can see. And this was a donkey that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam rode on and took him into the 7 heavens. Now this story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam making Isra or Mi'raj, we believe this to be a fact. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he made this Mi'raj or this Isra, he made it in full body. This was not in spirit form. This was not in a dream form. This was a reality. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken up into the heavens in full body. To disbelieve in the ascension of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in full body would take you out of the realm of Islam. It is the denial of our Aqeedah. One of the reasons why, or the main reason why Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, he became as-Siddiq. The reason why Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, he became as-Siddiq, which means the truthful one. Because when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to the ascension, went to the heavens, and came back and told the people about his story, he asked the people, who is it that will believe in me and what it is that I'm telling them, what happened to me, what I saw? Abu Bakr said, I believe in you. And we're told that Abu Bakr, he believed in everything that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, when nobody else would believe it. So thus he became as-Siddiq, meaning the truthful one. And this is a name that was given to him by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he believed in the ascension of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said, I don't need you to tell me anything. If you said that you did it, I believe in it. So thus Abu Bakr became as-Siddiq. So this is also a part of our Aqeedah, to believe that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he rode on this donkey called Baruch, right? And that this donkey took him into the heavens, to the 7th heaven, to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in full body. Okay, not in the dream, not in the spirit, but in his full body. He took him, so forth and so on. We're told that he to Mecca, then to Jerusalem, to Baitul Maqdis, on this donkey. And when he went to Jerusalem, Jerusalem was his last stop before he went to the heavens. When he went to Jerusalem, we're told that he made 2 rakats. And when he made 2 rakats in Jerusalem, that he led Salat with all the prophets. So before he made his ascension, he was in Jerusalem in Baitul Maqdis. So again, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, al-Baruch, the donkey took him to Baitul Maqdis. This is the masjid that's in Jerusalem. We're told that the first masjid that was built was the masjid in Mecca or Mecca, which is in Saudi Arabia. The next masjid that was built was the masjid in Jerusalem, Baitul Maqdis. Okay, this is the holy city in Jerusalem that they're fighting over, the dome of the rock, where the Jews and the Muslims are fighting over that one masjid in Jerusalem. This is called Baitul Maqdis. This is the masjid in Jerusalem. We're told that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he led Salat, 2 rakats. and all the prophets prayed behind him. He was the imam of all the prophets in Bayt al-Maqdis. Now again, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. This is the book wherein there is no doubt. I got it for those who have taqwa and those who believe in the unseen. So even though we cannot fathom how did he lead Salah with all of the prophets, how did they pray with him at Bayt al-Maqdis, how did this happen, we say Allahu A'lam. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this is what happened, so we believe it. We do not question what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. We say Sami'ana wa ata'ana, we hear and we obey. As Muslims, we submit. Whatever he said, that's what happened. We believe it. He said it, we believe it. He said that he went to the heavens, we believe it. We have the hadith that he went to the heavens, we believe it. We have the hadith that he rode this donkey, and every stride it took, it went as far as the eyes could see, we believe it. We believe that he said he went in full body, we believe it. Right? He led the Salah in Jerusalem, and led all the prophets with 2 rakats, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, we believe it. Okay? Please take your notes, because all this is going to be on the test. Just like Tawheed, we had a quarterly test. Same thing with the Salah, we're going to have a quarterly test as well. Not just the Salah itself, that's a part of it, but also with the knowledges, with regards to the Salah as well, how it came about, what happened, so forth and so on. All of this will be part of the test as well. And alhamdulillah, we have all the dalil of all the hadiths, inshallah, so there'll be no discrepancy, we can double check it. But we'll read from the first page, page number 1. Salah, or prayer. In volume 1, book 8, hadith number 345, narrated by Abdul-Walee. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and again, this is describing the Mi'raj, this is describing the ascension of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam into the heavens. While I was at Mecca, the roof of my house was opened, and the angel Jibril alayhi salam descended. He opened my chest, and he washed it with Zamzam water. So we're told in the hadith that when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in Mecca, the angel Jibril alayhi salam came and visited him and opened his chest. Right? Said that he opened his chest and washed his heart with Zamzam water, cleaned it. Now we understand that Zamzam water is the water that was brought about by Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam when they were looking for the water, and Allah sent Jibril alayhi salam, and the water gushed forth. We're told in the hadith that the water from Zamzam, it comes directly from underneath the throne of Allah. So Allah took the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, opened his chest, his heart, and washed it, purified it with the water of Zamzam. We believe this. Even though we can't fathom it, how did he open his chest and wash it? We believe it. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Allah said he washed his heart with Zamzam and purified it. Then he brought a golden tray full of wisdom, hikmah, and faith, iman, and having poured its contents into my chest. So before the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went on his journey, we're told that the angel Jibril came and washed out his chest, washed it with Zamzam, cleared his heart, and filled his chest with hikmah and iman, blessed him with wisdom and faith. And then he closed it. He then took my hand and descended with me to the nearest heaven. So on this donkey of Baruch, also the angel Jibril alayhi salam is accompanying the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his ascension to the heavens. Now we know that there's 7 heavens. And he said that they ascended with me to the nearest heaven, so they went to the first heaven. When I reached the nearest heaven, Jibril alayhi salam said to the gatekeeper, which is the angel, and said, open the gate. The gatekeeper asked, who is it? Jibril alayhi salam said, Jibril. He asked, is there anyone with you? Jibril replied, yes, Muhammad is with me. He asked, has he been called? Jibril alayhi salam said, yes. So the gate was open, and we went over the nearest heaven, and we saw a man sitting with some people on his right and some people on his left. When he looked towards his right, he laughed, and when he looked towards his left, he wept. Then he said, welcome, O pious prophet and pious son. I asked Jibril alayhi salam, who is he? Who is this man that he met on the first heaven? He replied, he is Adam alayhi salam. And the people on his right and the people on the left are the souls of his offspring. So we're told that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that when he went to the heavens, when he went to the first heaven, he met Adam alayhi salam. We believe this with yaqeen. We believe that he met Adam alayhi salam and he met his father Adam alayhi salam on the first heaven. Those on his right are the people of paradise, and those on his left are the people of the hell. And when he looks towards the right, he laughs, and when he looks towards the left, he weeps. So remember, in this hadith, it said that Adam alayhi salam, he was surrounded by a bunch of people. And when he looked to the people of the right, he would laugh. When he looked to the people of the left, he would weep. The people of the right were the people of the Jannah, and the people of the left were the people of the hellfire. So when he looked to the right, he laughed because he was happy with the people that were making it to the Jannah. When he looked to the left, he wept or he cried because he was sad for his offspring going to the hellfire. Okay? Also, always remember, right always symbolizes something that is righteous. Right? Righteous. Right? You shake with your right hand, you give salams, you eat with your right hand, you pass things with your right hand. Everything with the left symbolizes the shimal. It symbolizes that which is fahsha, which is filthy, right? You wipe yourself with your left hand, you pick up filthy things with your left hand. Okay, you blow out your nose with your left hand, you wipe yourself with your left hand. So we want to receive our book of deeds in our what hand? In our right hand. Then he ascended with me till he reached the second heaven, and he, Jibreel alayhi salam, said to the gatekeeper, open the gate. The gatekeeper said to him the same as the gatekeeper on the first heaven had said, and he opened the gate. Anas bin Malik, Anas was one of the Sahabas of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anas bin An said, Abu Dhar added that the Prophet met Adam, Idris, Musa, Isa, and Ibrahim alayhi salam. He, Abu Dhar, did not mention on which heaven they were, but he mentioned that he, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, met Adam on the nearest heaven, which is the first heaven, and he met Ibrahim alayhi salam on the sixth heaven. Anas bin An said, when Jibreel along with the Prophet passed by Idris, the latter said, welcome, O pious Prophet and pious brother. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, who is he? Jibreel alayhi salam said, he is Idris. Idris, this is one of the names of the prophets that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam met in the heavens. The Prophet added, I passed by Musa alayhi salam, and he said, welcome, O pious Prophet and pious brother. I asked Jibreel alayhi salam, who is he? Jibreel replied, he is Musa alayhi salam. When I passed by Isa alayhi salam, and he said, welcome, O pious brother and pious prophet. I asked, who is he? Jibreel alayhi salam said, he is Isa alayhi salam. So when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed by the heavens, he went through different heavens. Remember, there's 7 heavens. When he passed by or went to the different levels of heavens, he met different prophets on different levels. So he met Isa alayhi salam, he met Musa alayhi salam, he met Adam alayhi salam, he met Ibrahim alayhi salam. We're also told that he met Yahya alayhi salam, which we'll see in the other hadiths. But he met these prophets and he gave salams to them. We believe this with yaqeen. How did it happen? Allahu alam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could do whatever he wishes to do. But this is a part of our Aqeedah. Then I passed by Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he said, welcome, O pious prophet and pious son. I asked Jibreel alayhi salam, who is he? Jibreel replied, he is Ibrahim. The Prophet added, then Jibreel alayhi salam ascended with me to a place where I heard the creaking of pens. I heard the writing of pens. So he went somewhere far in the heavens where he heard nothing but the writing of pens. Ibn Hazm and Anas bin Malik said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, then Allah enjoined 50 prayers on my followers. When I returned with this order of Allah, I passed by Musa alayhi salam, who asked me, what has Allah enjoined on your followers? I replied, he has enjoined 50 prayers on them. Musa alayhi salam said, go back to your Lord and appeal for reduction, for your followers will not be able to bear it. So I went back to Allah and requested for reduction of the 50 prayers. And He reduced it to half, to 25. When I went back to Allah and requested for the reduction and reduced it to half. When I passed by Musa alayhi salam again, and informed him about it, he said, go back to your Lord, as my followers, as your followers will not be able to bear it. So I returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and requested a further reduction of half of it, and half of it was reduced again. I again passed by Musa alayhi salam, and he said to me, return to your Lord, for your followers will not be able to bear it. So I returned to Allah, and He said, these are 5 prayers, and they are all equal to 50 in reward. For my word does not change. I returned to Musa alayhi salam, and he told me to go back once again. I replied, now I feel shy of asking my Lord again. Then I was admitted into paradise, where I found small tents or walls made of pearls, and its earth was of musk. So we have in this hadith, very important hadith. This is something that is a part of our Aqeedah, something that we all should know. We're told that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he went to the 7th heaven. He went to a place, as we're told in the hadith, that no one else can go. We're told in the hadith that even Jibreel alayhi salam, he could not pass. And then it was just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked about his meeting or his talking with Allah, he said all he saw was nur ala nur, light upon light. Aisha radiallahu anha, she said, if anybody says that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that he saw Allah when he made Mi'raj, he is a liar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was not shown to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw was light, nur ala nur. So when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ascended, he saw nur ala nur. All he saw was light. Then when he was with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he had a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah had enjoined on the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam 50 prayers. So the first thing that was enjoined upon us was 50 prayers. When the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was coming back down from the heavens, we're told that he again met with Musa alayhi salam. And Musa alayhi salam asked him, what is it that your Lord has enjoined upon the Ummah? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enjoined 50 prayers of my Ummah. It was Musa alayhi salam, Moses. It was Moses alayhi salam who told the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, go ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reduce it, because your followers will not be able to do it. He said, I know, because my people were weak too. They weren't able to do it, so your people won't be able to do it. So go ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reduce it. And we're told that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went back and ascended back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reduce it, and it was reduced to half. Then again he went back to Musa alayhi salam, and Musa alayhi salam again asked him, what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do? He said, it reduced it to this. He said, that's still too much. Ask him to reduce it again. So we're told he kept going back and forth until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reduced it to 5 Salaah. Even after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had it reduced to 5, Musa alayhi salam still requested of him to have him reduce it again. But the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that he felt shy to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, because my word does not change, even though you do the 5 prayers, the 5 prayers is equal to 50. So even though we do 5 prayers a day, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words does not change, we still get the reward as if we're doing 50 prayers. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that if you do a good deed, Allah will times it by 10 or to 700. So we say 5 times 10 is 50. So surely Allah's word is the truth. So again, from this story, it was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that had enjoined the 5 prayers on us. Not only was it 5, it was 50 prayers. But because of Musa alayhi salam and his requesting or his advising the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked for a reduction. He went back and forth back and forth, until finally Allah reduced it to 5 salat. So surely, even with the 5 salat, man, we have been blessed with rahmah. Because really, at first it was 50. Can you imagine doing 50 prayers in one day and 24 hours? Some of us, we can't even do the 50. We can't even do the 5. We can't even do 1 or 2. Man, I gotta break salat. 5 minutes a day. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 minutes out of 24 hours, and that's still too much for us. For the one that allows us to make our heart beat, the one that allows us to have sustenance and health, children, food, money, clothing, shelter, etc., 25 minutes is still too much. So just imagine if we would have had to do 50, we would have been praying all day. But alhamdulillah, out of Allah's rahmah, we only have to do 5, and still with the 5 we get rewarded for the 50. Alright? So alhamdulillah, again, who was the prophet that advised the Prophet Muhammad to reduce the 50 to 5? Everybody. Musa alayhi salam. These will be on your test, inshallah. So it was the Prophet Musa alayhi salam who advised the Prophet Muhammad to reduce the 50 to 5. But even though we do the 5, we still get rewarded for how many? 50. Alhamdulillah.